Do you want to know why you can lose weight, be it a small weight loss, 3 to 5 kilos, 8 kilos, 10 kilos or above, but still feel the same? You still look in the mirror and you're unable to actually recognize and see your progress. You get compliments left, right, and center, people telling you how great you look, but in your mind, you still look the same, you still feel the same, and it's really deflating because you put in all this work to train, to eat well, to lose the weight, but you still feel exactly the same. Now, first of all, you're not alone. This is really common and is one of the most common things that I hear from my clients when we're having our initial consultation call. Now, the reason this actually happens is because losing the weight is actually quite simple, right? Seeing the scales go down, locking in for a period of time. But what can happen is back when we were our heavier version of ourselves, we had a certain set of thoughts, beliefs, stories, language, actions, habits, right, that were creating that old us. So if we don't then actually change the way our story is going, our beliefs, the way we talk, the way we think on a day-to-day basis, we're going to continue to warp our perception of ourselves and of our body, which is why a body that loses 5, 10, 15 kilos can look the same, because our perception of it hasn't changed, because we haven't shifted the story, beliefs, thinking that we go about on a day-to-day basis. This is why so many people will yo-yo diet as well. They'll get the result and then they'll fall back to exactly how they were or worse, because again, they go back to what is familiar, which is their old way of thinking, their old way of being, and that old identity that they have known for so long. So if you find yourself in a new body, but feeling like your old self still, that's because you haven't shifted the way you think. You haven't actually altered your perception in which you see yourself. And until you do that, no amount of weight loss, no amount of body transformation will ever feel good enough. And this is exactly why in the work that I do, we focus on the physical transformation and the mental and inner world transformation. I want to help people lose weight, get into great shape, but we also then need to align their thoughts, align their thinking, create new stories, new beliefs, and overall a new identity, so they can actually recognize their progress, so they can actually be proud of the body they've created, and so they can leave that old version of themselves and body behind. So if this sounds familiar to you, if you've experienced this, maybe you're experiencing it now or you have in the past, drop a comment down below. We'd love to hear how it's showing up for you. And if you want to know how to overcome this once and for all, drop me a DM and let's have a conversation.